Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, and subscribe. Warriors!
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright.
You can't even go out there and do that without harassment and negligence and just everything. Just devastating.
There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh, I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Something happened while Quentin was in the bathtub and he drowned and they were both high. That's my theory.
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up. You guys know it is a holiday. Hey family, I see family in the building. I just wanted to come on. You guys know that some holidays I be in my feelings. You guys, I know you guys be in your feelings too. Don't try to act like it ain't happening, because some of these holidays come up and we just don't feel like ourselves. We expect more from our family. We expect more from our friends. Things like that. And so this is one of the holidays that I really do not celebrate whatsoever. No, you can't see me, Valerie. I haven't been coming on lately because I have been working very hard and getting diesels together. And if you was around, you would know that we don't glitch so much when I don't come on and be all in my face and all this other stuff, So right now, and it'll probably be maybe next month, I'll probably start coming back on and things of that nature. But anyway, so we still working on diesel stuff. We will probably be done with it today. We're putting on the second, what would you call it? Not a scallop. When you pour cement or whatever. We have a 10 by 5. We got to put another 10 by 5 down. So we're doing that now. She says, yes, I figured it was my phone. Nah, it ain't your phone. It ain't your phone. Yeah. And so, yeah. So my son is out there right now. We just came back from getting all the materials, and he's getting that together, and then we're back work. I'll be back working on the yard. But once we get Diesel all together, where he's in a nice place, his kennel, he's outgrown his kennel. You guys know his kennel is 6 foot tall. It's made for a horse, right? Well, he's outgrown it. So I literally had to call the company that makes that kennel. And it's actually, it's actually for horses, but still, it's still a kennel. But anyway, and ask them to send me some more panels so I can extend that kennel, because he's just not getting enough energy, exercise to keep him satisfied there. When we just want him to just hang out. He likes being outside. He's an outside dog. He comes in for a little bit, but he cries to go outside. And when he's outside, he just wants to run and play. So we got to get him. He'll have the full backyard, but sometimes when I just don't have time to watch him because he digs a lot, that I can put him in a kennel where he's still not confined. I mean, he's secured, but he's not confined. He still has a large area, like 25% of the backyard instead of the full backyard. Am I going back to Precosha anytime soon? Yeah, we can actually hit Precosha, but Precosha be just doing too much. They always make us start all over and everything, and Precosha's okay. We can do Precosha, but this is one of those days, just like last week or Friday, we just had a kind of casual, just showing up, showing appreciation and things of that nature, and just trying to, sometimes you got to get away from the kids' stories, especially when, you just want to feel, we don't take time out to enjoy when we do have a win. I feel like it's a win or justice or some peace in our heart. We just want to go to the next story, the next story, the next story, the next story, the next story. That gets tiresome. Y'all don't know. See, you guys just come on Monday, whenever, or if you do, and then Wednesday, whenever, if you do, and then Friday, whatever. But I have to dig off into some stuff and hear some gruesome stuff. And sometimes things catch my eye that I don't really, I wonder why it catches my eye. I really don't know why it does, but it do. I was reading where this guy went to court and he killed everybody in the courtroom just because he didn't want to go to jail. I mean, and I didn't even finish reading the story, but I mean, stuff like that gets to me. But I can tell you, hey, things is happening. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. So things is happening. You understand? We were chosen for this job. Yes, we were. I was looking at my email. One of the residents just got sent to the hospital. And I seen him last night and I was like, oh, he's got all kind of stuff going on. Anyway, you guys, there's so much stuff going on in my job. It's just crazy. But I'm taking classes just to see where I'm at in not just for placement, you guys. So I'll be studying my math and English and there's another class too that I will be studying for. But anywho, that's what I'm gonna be doing, and I'm just gonna be chilling. Um, get with some family today. It'll be a good day if you're gonna be with some family. You know, my husband, he's with his family right now as we speak. They having a barbecue. You know, I was invited, but I will not go. So I've got things to do here. Like I said, until I get Diesel where he needs to be. And so in 3 days, the cement will be probably hard enough where we will move his kennel over there to his new location and he'll be fine. But it'll take maybe 7 to 10 days before the other panels will come in to extend his kennel a little bit larger. So he'll have and then, we can buy more pieces as we go if he gets any bigger. People saying he's going to get bigger, you guys, and he's not even half his finished growing. They say he's going to stop growing when he reaches 1.5 years old. 1.5 years. So Diesel was born in July. So he's not even one yet. Well, I guess he's more than half, but he's not even one yet. So he'll be one in July. And then we got 6 more months and then he'll stop growing. And they say in German Shepherds, they quit growing when they reach 2. So he's a little bit different. So anyway, someone asked me the other day, they said, well, how big is he? And I said, well, and he's, I'm 5'2", and he's right at, right at my chest level. He's standing. They was like, on all fours? I said, no, that's him standing on all fours. But when he's on his twos, we're looking eye to eye. We're looking eye to eye. He might be just maybe a hair shorter, just a hair. When I say a hair, I mean not even a head. I mean just a hair shorter. But anyway, you guys, I want to sit here and talk to you guys about some stuff. So yeah, I got to get him prepared and ready because first of all, his trainer told me that I need to make sure he has plenty of room because I do work at night so that he will not be anxious because he was quit eating and then we had to. Now when we feed him, I literally almost cook for him. I have to soften his food and it might be his teeth. I don't know, but soften his food. And then he's on 3 different feedings. He's on diamond cut. He's on a diamond cut. That's nothing but vitamins and minerals and stuff. That's so his bones be strong and everything. And that's very expensive food. The bag is like $80 a bag. And the bag is not big. It's like between $70 and $80, maybe $76, $78 or something for one bag. Then he's on the Purina, the complete, not just puppy chow, but the Purina complete. And that's more like a Simon, so his coat can be nice and, clean and rich and beautiful. But now he's on a pedigree. And the pedigree is because he likes the taste. So I have to mix all of these up. I got to soften his food and mix all of them up so that he will eat because he will not. He gets full easy, but I don't want him to be fat. I want him to be lean and all of that. But, yeah. So in 1 month, one bag of food is $78. The other one is $26, and then $16 for his pedigree, which comes in cans. So, anyway, I don't have a problem with it. It's just He's spoiled. But anyway, you guys, today is Memorial Day, and I wonder what you guys are doing. What you guys are cooking. Some people cooking, some people going to grill, some people want family to come over, some people going over to family, things of that nature. I'm not going to go over to family. I just told you, I just got through seeing the obituary of my cousin, and yeah, it's sad. It's really, really sad. Really, really sad. Very beautiful obituary though. Oh, they did good. They did good. They sent him home really good. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. But so I talked to my cousin the other day. She's doing all right. But you guys, there was some kids out in, I think it was in Texas. I think it is I do want to talk about that. Let me see what these kids there was a Amber Alert, and well for 4 kids believed to be in grave or immediate danger, official says. 4 kids. Wow. El Paso, San Antonio. Okay. So the San Antonio children still missing after suspected abductor arrested over the weekend. So they done found the guy that has supposed to taken these kids. And the thing, okay, so let me share this with you guys. It's in San Antonio, okay? Freddie said, we barbecuing Saturday, and now they cranking up the grill. So there's 4 kids. It says the search for a pair of missing children out of San Antonio continues after a person in contact with their abductor was arrested over the weekend. Yeah, and the weird thing about it is the children are black, and the guy that's supposed to abduct them is Mexican. And I've got family down there in San Antonio, so I might call her up and see what's going on. People are searching for a 2-year-old Kylie Folks and Camille Brown Skites. They're 9, who were last seen just before 5 p.m. on May the 22nd at a home off Bullmore Drive. Okay. Let me see what else they said. On Saturday, Julio Najer Trevioni was arrested in connection with their abduction. According to court records, the 2 children were ordered to be removed from the home due to poor living conditions and neglectful supervision, as well as gun-related incidents at the residence. During his arrest, Najer Trevioni refused to cooperate with the officers on the whereabouts of the children, saying that neither the court nor CPS have the authority to take custody of their children, and if the children were present now, he wouldn't let police take them from him. Okay, so he must be dating this young lady, which is African American, and because the children are African American, they're not mixed or anything. And Nancy says, my husband is making soup for me and him. We cooked yesterday and hung out chilling today. All right. He is being charged with interfering with child custody. The Amber Alert was updated on Sunday to include Kajaya Folks, 28, who is wanted in connection with their abduction. Okay. So Zyla has black hair and brown eyes. Camille is 3 feet 9 inches tall. 3 feet and 9 inches tall is not tall. It almost looks like a second grader. Weighs about 80 pounds. Oh, kind of big. With black hair and brown eyes. No word on what clothing the children was wearing at the time of their abduction. Police believe the children are in grave and immediate danger. When they say grave, that's saying, you guys understand. And they got some pictures of the kids. They got some pictures of the kids. Hey, Natasha, how you doing? Happy holidays to you. So I want to share something else with you guys too. Remember the one lady that remember there was some people, I think it was like around about 4 people, that a big story came out and they were talking about, oh, these people went to Mexico to get a BBL, and some Mexican cartel went and kidnapped them and shot a couple of them, and 2 of them got away, and then the cartel got a hold of the people who was responsible for it, lined them up, and gave them to the police and all this other stuff, and a big old story, and they were supposed to have went to jail and all this other stuff. Well, there's more information on that. Hey, Tina, I see you in the building. So that lady that survived, she is now, guess what? She is making news. Something strange was about that story. I just didn't believe she was going to Mexico for a BBL, like, and then she got all these, brothers, so-called brothers and stuff with them going to Mexico for a BBL, which you would go cross country to get it cheaper, but I don't know about going to Mexico. But anyway, that's their story. I let them tell it. Then her mother was on there and she couldn't keep a straight face. And then they had the kids in the background and the kids were sitting there looking all upside the head. You know how when somebody look upside your head like she lying, and they looking at the camera like, and then turning their head like, yeah, y'all want to listen to this, y'all go ahead and listen to it. And the mother was like, I don't know. And, and then my daughter told me this, and my daughter told me that. And, and and the baby girl was in the background looking at the mom, and they kept on saying, hey, I don't know what her name is, so I couldn't tell you what her name is, but she would say, hey, the reporter would say, hey, is there something that you want to say, and she'd be like, nah. Well, have you talked to your mother? And she was like, nah, she come back today, this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other, So, yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, so let me tell you what this girl doing. Oh, my phone's doing some crazy stuff. It just went away. It just went away. Let me see if I can. Nope, can't. Probably can't get it back. Probably cannot get it back. Anyway. So that is going on. But it's a lot of stuff going on right now, you guys. And I don't know which story you guys want to go with. So that story is going. Then there's an Amber Alert issued for 4 children out of El Paso, believed to be with 42-year-old woman, So the mom probably took those kids. And 4 hours missing children out of El Paso. Those children are 4-year-old Michael Cormani, 12-year-old Andret Williams, 14-year-old Ella Bella, and 16-year-old Aiden. Michael is 3 feet 4 inches tall, 35 pounds. He has blonde hair and black eyes. Black eyes. A baby that's supposed to have black eyes, really? Wow. Okay. Andrea is 5 feet 8 inches tall. Ooh, she big. Weigh 130. He has blonde hair and unknown eyes. Okay. So that was 2 days ago. 1 hour ago, missing child located by Janesville police found. So Janesville missing child was safely located Monday afternoon by Janesville police officer and was returned to her family. The Janesville police had been asking the public to help search for a teenager who went missing today. Michaela McGrade was last seen walking eastbound on Highland Avenue towards Mercy Hospital. She is 16 years old and 5 feet 8 inches tall. She has short green hair. Michaela was last seen wearing a black baseball cap, a gray marble sweatshirt, and gray sweatpants. Michaela is affected by autism, according to her parents, and regularly takes medication but does not have it with her. It is possible she will try to go to her aunt in Fort somewhere. And I don't know where she's trying to go, but she's trying to get somewhere. She probably was. That was 1 hour ago, but they say she's located, so that's good. A multi-state operation locates 225 children. This is talking about, the United States Marshal Service, with the help of state and local agencies, located 225 missing children during a 10-week operation in states across the nation. The agency says the multi-state operation, dubbed Operation We Will Find You, was a national effort to locate the missing children, according to a press release. Okay. Many of the children were runaways or abducted by non-custodial parents. They found 225. Wow. The U.S. Marshal Service is fully committed to the important mission of protecting the American family, especially our most valuable population, our children. The result of this operation underscores that commitment, but also highlight the necessities of these critical efforts. So there's a Texas woman says she's Chicago's missing child from over 20 years ago. Whoa. Oh, they're still talking about some of the children. The youngest child recovered was only 6 months old. 42 children were found outside the city they went missing in, with 10 of the children being found in Mexico. 13 of the missing children were located in California and Los Angeles County, San Bernardino, and Riverside County area from March the 1st to May the 15th. The marshals also arrested a top 15 most wanted couple who fled to Mexico from Washington State with their 5 children, who they also took into hiding. Y'all, I can't even make this stuff up. According to the U.S. Marshals, Operation We Will Find You is the first nationwide missing child operation focused on geographical areas with high clusters of critical missing children. The agency shared that the children were considered some of the most challenging recovery cases in the area based on indications of high risk factors such as victimization of child sex trafficking, child exploitation, sexual abuse, physical abuse, and medical or mental conditions. 28 cases to law enforcement for further investigations into crimes that includes drugs, weapons, sex trafficking, and sex offenders violation, according to, In over 40 of the cases, Operation We Find You is a great example of how a U.S. Marshal Service continues to prioritize child protection. Okay. Anyone with missing, okay. They did a good job. You guys, I'm happy to say they did a good job. 42 of the 225 recovered children were found in cities other than where they went missing. 42 of them. I'm just giving you guys, they found 225 missing children. 225. That's crazy. Okay, so hey Avalanche, how you doing? We're just going over some things, So here's the kids. The 4 kids believed to be in grave or immediate danger. The 4 missing. Jennifer Carmoni, 42, is wanted in connection with their disappearance. This is a mother that done took her kids, basically. I don't really go after those. I don't really like those stories because it's a mother and she probably, she either got some mental issues or she's got them kids in some bad situations or something. And she just ain't gonna let nobody take her kids. And they're reaching out. It keeps popping up. It keeps popping up on my phone. It says, let me see this right here because it says 30 of the children. 30 endangered missing children from San Antonio area found during the nationwide operation. So they're talking about it everywhere. So 30 of them was from San Antonio. Yep, they recovered 225, 10-week period. Children were from the San Antonio and surrounding area. Operation We Will Find You. It was the first. Okay, the typical age group that we were focusing on was that 12 to 13 up to 17 to 18 years old until they age out of with the state of being a child. Said, okay. The children found including runaways and those abducted by non-custodial parents. Many of the children were considered to be in dangerous situations, and one of the most vulnerable young populations, the drug, the gangs, human trafficking, and are pretty much the big ones sitting. They run away and they're out on their own, or they running with someone else. It's just who do they come across? What are they exposed to? The operation ran from March the 1st to May the 15th. They did pretty good. March, April, May. It's like 90 days. A total of 22 missing endangered children were found in the San Antonio surrounding area, 5 outside the area, and 3 in Mexico. We want to make sure that families in this area understand that if they have a missing child, we have a role in helping those families, helping this community be safe. Okay. Hopefully, the next step, these children are back in a situation where they can grow, they can develop, and have a productive life. During the operation, referred 28 cases to law enforcement agencies for further investigation of crimes such as drugs and weapons, sex trafficking, things of that. In over 40 cases, this law enforcement reported allegations of trafficking in over 40 cases. Okay. Operation We Will Find You is a partnership of law enforcement agencies working together in the communities they serve to recover the most vulnerable children. This is a partnership that positively shapes outcomes, demonstrating values and gaining the public trust. Okay. Hey. I see Lisa Calhoun. I see you in the building. We just came on just to kind of just be thankful for where we at in life ourselves and stuff. Yeah. They're showing some of the kids, well, some of the families going back and stuff, you guys. That's what they're showing right there. So that was one day ago. But yeah. So 7 hours ago, those children in San Antonio, they're still missing. They're still missing. Amber Lake canceled, missing 2-year-old found safe. How can a 2-year-old be missing? Search for remains of missing child in Tulsa continues on Saturday. Oh, Lord. Okay, here's the story. Here we go. So they're looking for this child. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I didn't want to, but let me see later. Let me see. Law enforcement officers are searching again on Saturday at a home near 51st and Memorial for a missing 11-year-old boy. Investigators think Orlando was murdered. They think Orlando Hugger Jr., he's 11 years old, was murdered. They were searching the areas for several hours on Saturday looking for possible remains. Tulsa police intensify search for a missing 11-year-old boy presumed to be dead. What the heck? They already think he's gone? The boy's mother and stepfather, John Miles and Camille Lewis, were arrested in February. So, okay, they was arrested in February. I didn't even hear about this kid. I think I seen his picture. The arrest report for the couple says the little boy's sister told police she and her brother were severely abused for several years. Oh my goodness. And that's all it's telling us about it. We're going to have to get more information about this. Okay, I'll write down the name and we'll start doing some research. So the little boy's name is Orlando Hugger Jr. And they think he was murdered. Oh, Lord. That's got to be old. That's got to be old. No, that is not old. That trend, May the 27th. Let me see what this thing going to say.
Law enforcement up. It's Mattress Firm's best Memorial Day sale ever.
Uh-oh.
Right now, you can get a king for the price of a queen, or a queen for the price
Okay,
of
hold
a
on.
twin. That's $700 of savings.
Hold on.
Or you get a free Still searching for the remains of Orlando Hugger Jr. Investigators think the boy was murdered and his body was dumped. They searched a home near 51st and Memorial today, continuing their efforts from yesterday. News on 6's Ryan Gillen was there.
Orlando Hugger Jr., also known as OJ to his dad, was only 11 years old when he went missing.
We're trying to do as thorough an investigation as we can, both for prosecutorial purposes and for OJ's dad. He'd like to know.
Lieutenant Stephen Lamb and other investigators with Tulsa police think he was murdered and were looking for possible remains but didn't find anything. In February, officers arrested Orlando's mother and stepfather, Camille Lewis and John Miles, for child abuse and child neglect charges. The arrest report for the couple says the little boy's sister told police she and her brother were severely abused for several years. Police say Orlando's sister told them Miles and his cousin buried Orlando's body in a nearby park, then worried it was too shallow. She told officers they dug him up and burned his remains in a barrel and put the ashes in a storm drain. After TPD's search yesterday, officers came back out to the home today to closer examine a couple spots.
This was quite a large operation, especially for us. Well, it took us a while to put together the locations.
Lamb says several agencies helped with the search, including the OSBI, forensic anthropologists from the ME's office, and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Together, the group searched for anything that could help them figure out what happened to Orlando.
I mean, I've been in this unit for 7 years, and we've never had anything like this. The key to this whole thing was that OJ's mom kept him away from his dad that whole time.
But officers say they didn't find anything today either. Lamb says unless they receive new information, they are finished with their search for Orlando. In Tulsa, Ryan Gillen, Oklahoma Zone, News on 6.
Wow. Okay, so that's what's up. So that is what's going on. Okay. I want to get this little boy's picture.
Hey, it's Tanner from my friends at Matthew CDG.
I'll get his picture somewhere else. She said, I already pulled up his name. I'm pretty sure you have. So, ORLANDO Hugger. They done already arrested the mother. And he's a cute looking kid. Yeah. We need to probably, he's a cute baby. I'm trying to get his picture right now. Oh, shoot. I'm doing everything but what I need to do. Okay, I got his picture. So, yeah. Wow. I don't think not too many people are even talking about this kid here. That's the sad part about it. You know? That's the sad thing about it. Let me see what they're saying. Okay. Yep, they presume him to be deceased. They have better equipment, more manpower, and other outside resources to help with the search. We told you about this story in February when the boy's mother and stepfather were arrested and accused of severely abusing the boy and his 13-year-old sister. The arrest report for John Miles and Camille Lewis says the little boy's sister told police she and her brother were starving and had been locked in separate closets for weeks, even months at time. The girl told investigators that Miles and his cousin buried Orlando's body in a park, then worried it was too shallow, so they dug him up and burnt his remains in a barrel, then put the ashes in a storm drain, according to the girl. Investigators said the mother admitted to abusing and starving the children, but denies the boy's death. Tulsa police state medical examiners searched for his remains Friday at a house near 51st and Memorial. Police said they're using drones, search dogs, and ground penetration radar. Through the course of the investigation, we identified a handful of places that we need to go back and search again. So we brought in lots of outsider research to help with that, said Lieutenant. They also searching a few other nearby spots. Police said if they don't find anything Friday, they'll continue the search Saturday. Wow. That is a story that we will probably follow. Follow. What's up?
I need the keys to the shed so I can start rolling killer.
Is it down?
It's down. Everything but the mortar.
Okay.
I'm waiting on you on that.
Okay, I'm gonna get off here in a minute. Do it look okay? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, you guys, we were just coming on we were going to find us a good story that we can work on and start looking into getting information on it. We're a little bit behind. He came up missing, or they said February the 10th. That's when the mama and the stepfather got arrested. And let me see here. Let me see what they're saying right here. Let me see if they'll let me play it. It's crazy how my phone will not let me play it. Somebody on YouTube is they're trying to say something like this. Yeah, I don't like stuff like that. Yeah, I don't like stuff like that. Just give me the report.
New details on the search for a missing 11-year-old who investigators think may have been murdered. Thanks for staying with us here at 9:30. I'm Tatum Gwynn.
I'm Craig Day. Law enforcement officers will start up their search for the missing boy again tomorrow morning. We first told you about this case in February when Tulsa police arrested the boy's mother and stepfather.
They're accused of severely abusing the boy and his 13-year-old sister for years. News on 6's Ashlyn Brothers tells us several agencies searched the home and a few other nearby spots for the boy's remains today. Ashlyn?
Well, Greg and Tatum, the disappearance of Orlando Hugger Jr. remains a mystery, but officers say they're not giving up on the search for that little boy. In a neighborhood near 51st and Memorial, Mauricio Mina spent the day working in his yard. That's across from where Tulsa police were working in the neighbor's yard.
A few cops and a lot of cars coming seen this morning, and until now they are still over there. They go inside to the house.
Several agencies helped Tulsa police search the back of the house where investigators believe 11-year-old Orlando Hugger Jr. was murdered.
We feel sad, I know, but we don't see what happened exactly.
Police say a lot of resources went into the search. Drones, search dogs, and ground-penetrating radar.
Through the course of the investigation, we've identified a handful of places that we need to go back and search again.
The arrest report for John Miles and Camille Lewis says the little boy's sister told police she and her brother were beaten repeatedly, starved for days, and locked in separate closets for weeks at a time. The girl told investigators Miles and his cousin buried Orlando's body in a park, then worried it was too shallow. She told police the two dug Orlando up and burned his remains in a barrel, then put the ashes in a storm drain.
Take care and be careful.
Miles is charged with 3 counts of child abuse, 1 count of child sex abuse, and 3 counts of neglect. He's due back in court.
Sex abuse.
Lewis faces 2 counts of child abuse and 3 counts of neglect. A judge ordered her yesterday to get a competency evaluation.
Oh my God.
Police didn't find any concrete evidence today, but they will be back out to the home tomorrow morning to look into a couple of small, shallow anomalies that came up on the radar scans. Live in Tulsa, Ashlyn Brothers, Oklahoma's own News on 6.
Okay, so this happened February of this year, you guys. We're not talking about 2 years ago. We're not talking about this February of 2023, and they just went out Friday of May the 26th and May the 27th, and they're searching trying to find this kid. And the little girl done told him, she must told him a lot, because they even got him on charges for sex abuse. So the mama, oh my God. This is crazy. This is crazy. Why do these cases always, you know what? That's one thing you got to remember. I don't like saying it, so I'll say it before we enter in any of these cases. Usually when there's all this physical abuse, 9 times out of 10 is some sexual abuse too. Not always, but majority of the time, especially when the mama, she letting somebody beat her kids, she locking them in the closet, not feeding them, just starving them. Not days, but weeks. They just sat in the closet for weeks. Could you just imagine sitting in a freaking closet for weeks and weeks and weeks? And then they want to let you out, and they probably give you a burger or something, beat you, and then he let you out when he wants to let you out. And this is in Tulsa, you guys. Now they saying that the mama cuckoo, like she trying to do the same thing Corey doing. They're looking to see if she's even competent to stand trial. But you know what's so weird? These people, and I'm just gonna say that these people, they competent enough to have kids. They know how to have sex. They go out and have all this sex, do all these drugs and everything. But then when it comes down to taking care of a kid, they ain't competent now. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I get it. I got kinfolks just like that. I'm just being honest with you. I got this one cousin. I kid you not. She don't even know. I mean, she had social workers when she was small, but I mean, and then remember I was telling you about some twins that now that I work with. Those are her kids, but they were taken from her. But anyway, she had a whole she had a set of twins, and I seen her about I've seen her about maybe a month ago. Her hair wasn't combed. I mean, and she was getting ready to buy a car. She wasn't thinking about no kids. She was like, I thought I knew you. I'm like, yeah. She had no business having kids, but she had a set of twins. But kids went to another family member, and she hated it. But nevertheless, they raised them girls, and they beautiful too, pretty, beautiful girls. But nevertheless, these mothers that can barely read, barely write, you know, understand. They understand money. They understand money. They understand drugs. They understand sex. Like the world is fun. When you grow up, the world is not fun. People, I can't wait till I grow up and then I can do what I want to do. And yeah, you can do what you want to do, but you'll be paying for it instead of me paying for you to do what you want to do and tearing stuff up. So when kids get a certain age, around about 14, 15, they're hard to handle. You can't handle them, give them to somebody that can handle them. Give them to somebody that can handle them. And because if you give them to somebody just because they want the money, you'll end up with a hot mess. There's people right now that get kids and they get about that age and they want to continue handling them kids and they can't. That kid become a hot mess because it's not no stopping. The girl said he died back in 2021 of a seizure. No, where you get that at, Zena? I guarantee you, if he died of a seizure, it's probably because of lack of food. Somebody sent me something. I need to read it before I get off of here. But I do want to check into this because do you know how it feels when, There's stories all over the place. Don't get me wrong, there's stories. But okay, Zena, I got it. Let me see. Let me see what you saying here. She said, okay, I was reading some of that. So let me see. Tulsa police are searching for information about an 11-year-old boy who haven't been seen in 2 years and is believed to have been murdered. Okay. Police arrested the boy's mother and stepfather, who are accused of severely abusing the boy and has 13-year-old sister for years. Abusing the boy and his 13-year-old sister for years. Okay. Detectives say one parent said the boy ran away. The other parent says he went to live with a cousin, but couldn't name the cousin. The boy's sister says he died and his body was burned and the ashes thrown in a sewer drain. Family members tell News on 6 the little boy is Orlando Hugger Jr., also known as OJ. Police says he hasn't been seen in 2 years, about the time his sister says he was murdered. The arrest report for John Miles and Camille says the 13-year-old girl told police she and her brother were starved. Excuse me. Oh, Lord. Oh, bless me. Thank you. Oh, Lord, don't let me start having these sneeze attacks. Says the 13-year-old girl told police, excuse me, and her brother was starved for and locked in separate closets for weeks, even months at a time. It says the children were repeatedly beaten with belts. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you, Sanja. And forced to use the restroom in the closet. It said in order for the girl to get food, she had to do sexual favors for Miles. The girl told police her mother said the boy died from a seizure in excuse me, March of ooh. That's I know my son is doing the grass now. Ooh. Cause it's coming. Excuse me. The detectives went to her house and interviewed her, and the story kept getting worse and worse and worse, said Lieutenant. Investigator says it all started when the girl was sent to live with her grandmother and told her about the years of abuse. Investigators say it's common for an abused victim to share information once they finally feel safe. This is somewhat typical when a child gets removed from an abusive environment. They get comfortable, their fear level decreases, and they are comfortable sharing information. Investigators said the little girl told them Miles and her cousin buried the boy's body in a park, then worried it was too shallow, so they dug him up and burned his remains in a barrel. Then put the ashes in a storm drain, and investigator says the mother admitted to abusing and starving the children, but denies the boy's death. The only things the suspect has told us is one said he ran away, and the other says he went to live with a cousin. Nobody can name this cousin. Best case scenario, we found out this boy is living with a cousin somewhere, said Lieutenant. If we can't get the truth out of the people involved, we have to have somebody tell us. It has been too long since he was last seen. The evidence is going to be scanned. We have to have information from the public. Oh. OJ's biological father and stepmother tell me they want justice for him and to find out the whole truth. Okay. So the biological father is with another woman, the stepmother, and they want the truth. The boy's mother, Camille Lewis, and stepfather John Miles are in jail, accused of severely abusing the boy and his 13-year-old sister for years by starving them. Wow. Wow. It's weird because man, that's crazy. Wow. Let me see here. The police say they need family, extended family, friends, or neighbors to come forward if they have any information. This is now being treated as a homicide. Okay. Cute little boy. So you guys, that's what we're going to be getting information on and trying to locate friends and family. But I believe it's really, to be honest with you, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know this case, but I guarantee you that little girl probably ain't lying. She's 13. She's old enough to know exactly what she's saying. It doesn't, I mean, it's unbelievable that she can even tell a story, but she knows that I don't know how he died, but they buried him in the park, and she knew that. So then they probably knew that she knew that. So they probably took him and, like she said, burnt his body. That's what people are doing now. They go put you in a big old bucket or something and put gasoline on you and burn you like trash and throw you all over the place. They'll never find you. Throw you all over the place. They just burn you like trash and just throw you all over the place. They'll never find you. They'll throw you in the trash and couldn't find you. Put you in the drain, they couldn't find you. So I'm glad that they're finding people guilty without bodies now, because that's what they get. Zena says the boy has been identified. Where you see that at, Zena? Because I don't see the boy has been identified at all. What do you mean? It doesn't say nothing like that. I don't see that. Zena says the boy has been identified. Hurry up, because we're 1 hour in. We're going to have to get off of here. Because they're doing the yard now. So, whew, Lord have mercy. Where's the boy has been identified? I don't see that. So, you guys, I didn't want to share bad news with you, but just think about it. Just sent a screenshot. Okay. TPD identified missing, presumed dead child and child abuse. No. No. You know why I say no? Because this screenshot that you sent me says February the 10th, 2023. So you're reading it wrong. if they identified the child, they identified the child as Orlando, not they found him. You understand what I'm saying? They identified the child as being Orlando, not they found him. This is February the 10th, 2023, 11:02 p.m. Right? They ain't found the kid. They were looking for the kid, the 26th and the 27th. Right? So when you said the boy has been identified, yeah, his name is Orlando. They saying this, they know his name is Orlando Huggard. But as far as I being identified and found, no. No, Zena. Come on now. Come on. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I just wanted to wish everybody a happy Memorial Day. She said, oops, I messed up. No worries. When we get out there, we start looking and we try to find as much stuff as we possibly can. Okay? So yeah, we're gonna look this up. We're gonna look. You guys. All right, you guys. I'm gonna get off of here. Y'all enjoy your day. I mean, some people be like, don't do no work, but I can't tell you to don't do no work because that's all I'm doing. I'm doing work. I'm not gonna do a lot of work. I'm gonna just do some testing, but I'm gonna have to relax because my son got, he's busy. So I gotta get busy. All right, you guys. Be good. Have a happy Memorial Day. Don't get into arguments. Don't get into fights with people. Walk away and just enjoy the day. And if you can't do that, just go be by yourself. See what I'm doing? Like, I don't want nothing messing up my day. So you know what I'm doing? I'm just staying at home chilling. And just be blessed. All right, you guys? All right. And I will see you guys Wednesday at 3 p.m. And we're going to go over this story. And we're going to have more details. And we'll figure it out, what's going on. If you guys find any information out about this case right here, share it with me because this is the case we're going to talk about. And we're going to find out about this mama and this stepfather too. All right?